check in with your body. It helps to put your hands on your heart space, or you can put one hand on your belly, one hand on your face, and just take a few deep breaths and just check in with yourself. How am I feeling today, right now at this moment? Love to hear in the chat. How are you feeling? Just one word. Exhausted. Oh, Andrea. I hope you get some more energy. Productive, frantic, anxious, excited, little numb and sad, joyous. Nadia feels very calm. So it seems like there are as many feelings here as there are people, and that's quite lovely. I just want to let you know before we start that all your feelings are welcome here, or whether it's sadness, depression, misery, happiness, joy, everything is welcome. And that's one of the agreements that I also want to have before we get into the session is that we share as honestly as is possible for us, because it's very important to do the kind of work that this workshop requires. That if we have the habit of speaking too much in the breakout rooms and the main session, we'll step back. And if we have the habit of being silent, maybe we'll take that first courageous step today and speak a little bit more than we usually do. When somebody else is speaking, we'll make an attempt to listen with empathy and not jump to advice or consolation. And also that in order to participate fully in this session and to really benefit, keeping your camera on is very important, because it's hard for people to empathize with you if they can't see your facial expression. 90% of empathy happens through body language and through facial expression, voice, the tone of your voice. So if you could switch on your cameras, it would really help with that process. What is this workshop going to be all about? So as you can see, I have no slides. There are no slides because there's nothing I want you to remember. And we've gone through so many years of schooling. I'm sure many of you have been to university. We use our brains a whole lot. And today we are going to work from our heart space. There is no intellectual theory or anything that I'm going to bring to you that you want to remember, that I would like you to remember. But I would like to work through this, the experience of this workshop at the end of the workshop, to have a little bit of that anxiety and this overwhelm regarding the ecological state and the problems we have in the world. The goal is to get you to motivate you to get in touch with your emotions and to get you to get moving in community and to know that you're not alone. So this is the goal of this workshop. How does it sound? You can give me a thumbs up or you can put in the chat. How does the goal of this workshop sound? Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add in terms of the agreement? Anything that would help you to participate fully in this workshop? Anything that you would need from me? Thank you, Job. That's so many. Yay. So much resonance. So anything that you would need from me as a facilitator, from your fellow participants, that would help you in your learning, that would help you in going through these, maybe when you're going through difficult emotions, you need some support. You can put it in the chat. You can unmute and say a few words. And if my agreements are okay, just give me another thumbs up and then we can move. And if anything comes up, feel free to just interrupt me and jump in. Okay, great. Okay, so so the work that Reconnect was a spiral that was developed by Joanna Macy in the 70s. And it was happening at the time when there was all this, Jock would know better about this because I wasn't alive in the 80s or 70s. But because of the nuclear powers and there was so much of emotional, people were suffering from so much anxiety. So many people were worried that the world would end because of the nuclear energy and the nuclear powers that were fighting. And I don't think that anything much has changed in the 70s. We are still in that point where there is I think scientists have gotten together and written a letter to humanity saying that if we don't change our ways, we are heading toward the end. We are heading toward the end. And I think all of us know this. And I'm not here to give you bad news. I'm sure you read it all the time about what's happening with how many species are becoming extinct. And what happens with this is that I don't know about you, but I feel really overwhelmed when I hear all this bad news. Like just yesterday, I was reading the BBC News, and it was the website, and it was all about war, devastation, fires, earthquakes. It's so overwhelming. And I think I'm just a small human being living in Bangalore. And sometimes I can't even manage myself. How am I going to, me, little tiny puny self, how am I going to manage? How am I going to, where do I even start with what's happening in the world today? It's not just about the environment. It's also about human rights. It's also about the terrible wars that are going on, the systems that, the economic system, the political system that don't seem to be working for people anymore. So this is what this work will help you to do. It will help you to get past that overwhelm, to get, and also to stop intellectualizing, but to get to here. Because the block that we experience when it comes to our work for the world is not here, it's over here. By this, I mean our heart. And that's what we're going to do. So we are going to start with gratitude, because Joanna said that gratitude is a way of resourcing ourselves for the hard work that is ahead of us. And by the hard work, I mean the overwhelming emotion, the anxiety, and the fear from which we are not going to turn away. We are going to do that in the next step. But the first step is gratitude. And gratitude, it means a lot of different things to different people. And my favorite definition of gratitude comes from Dr. David Steindl-Rast, who started the gratefulness movement. And he says gratefulness is not being thankful for things that are going well. It's for finding joy and for finding purpose when exactly things are not going well. So that was a really big mind shift for me. So my first question for you is, and you're welcome to unmute because we are just a few people. You're welcome to unmute and speak, and you can also put it in the chat. What are you grateful for today? And remember, it's not just because things that are going well. You can also be grateful for things that are not going well. What are you grateful for today?
I am grateful for my life, that I woke up this morning and I can see the sky and my kitties who love each other. So my first experience of the day was love. And that is just absolutely why I posted joyous in the chat. I try to be grateful when things are really horrible for me many times. Just small pieces of gratitude seem to uplift me and carry me through.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Judith. Being grateful for being alive. We forget how precious life is. Just this breath that is moving through our body. One day it's going to stop. One day it's going to stop, and we don't realize. We take it for granted that it's always going to be there. So Jacqueline says she's grateful for home, for loved ones, for dogs, this amazing experience of life. Spring rain, yes. Spring rain is really beautiful.
Hi from Chicago. I am actually physically miserable today, but I am grateful for my hay fever, as it is a reminder of the changing of the seasons.
Oh. I appreciate that. Yes, Dean.
I'm grateful for all the thousands and thousands of people who were stepping up and into the activism, many spheres, including many young people, standing up for truth and justice and what's moral. Very grateful for that.
Yes. I really admire their courage. They put their lives in they put themselves in so many problems to stand up for what is right. Okay. Now, you ready for the second question? Now it gets a little harder. So this was an easy one. Now it gets a little harder. Okay. We often find it very easy to be grateful for things and for things that are going well, right? But we are very, very critical with ourselves. Is it true? How many of you find this to be true in your own experience? That we find it very difficult to be grateful for ourselves. So now I'm going to give you some work. I want you to think of 3 things that you are grateful for about yourself. So it could be some personality trait you have, something that you did for someone, your contribution to the world, anything. But 3 things you are grateful for about yourself. And then I'm going to ask you to share it in front of everyone. That's even harder. Give me a thumbs up when you thought about the 3 things. Okay, Jacqueline, that Carol. D, you look very reflective. Is it hard to think about things to be grateful for? I can help you. Jacqueline says she's grateful for her creativity, her innocence, and her integrity. Now, Jacqueline, is it okay with you if you could unmute your mic and you repeat this, but in the beginning of the sentence you say, I am remarkable because?
I am remarkable because I'm very creative. And even though I'm 73, I'm innocent. And I live in integrity.
Yay. Thank you, Jacqueline. Francisco says he is grateful for hope, dreams, and fight. Where is Francisco? Francisco, would you be willing to unmute and say the same sentence with I am remarkable because? Only if you want to, no pressure. David, would you like to share what you're grateful for about yourself?
Thank you. I'll start right in with, because it's a little awkward or difficult for me to say that I'm remarkable for the love and the sharing I do with music in hospitals with children and also with us older folks who are feeling kind of isolated in their homes or apartments. I Zoom in flute music and photographs. So I'm really grateful for the pleasure of being able to offer such things. So it's 3 things would be visual photographs, music, and the delight of sharing it.
Yeah. Thank you, David. That's beautiful. Using your talent and skills to benefit others. That's beautiful. Judith says, commitment to make a difference and my joyous nature. Yes. Thank you, Judith. Okay. So I'm trusting that all of you have those 3 things written down somewhere. You are going to share them in the breakout room. So I'm not going to let you get away without sharing it. And last thing, Joe, before we go into the breakout room, a third thing. I want you to think about all the people that have made it possible for you to be alive. For example, people who grow your food, the trees that give us oxygen, the tea pickers and the coffee farmers who make our tea. I couldn't be alive without tea, I don't think, in the morning. So I'm very grateful to the tea plantation owners and the women who picked the tea leaves, and very grateful to my ancestors who made this beautiful thing called masala chai. I don't know how many of you also like it. I can't wake up without it. With ginger and cardamom and cloves. Oh my God. Can you imagine how many farmers have grown those products? How many business owners have made sure I receive it? And I make it and I drink it thanks to my ancestors. Okay? So I want you to think about one thing that you can't live without, that is, you think it's contributing to your aliveness today, and thank all the people that contributed to that being possible for you. Give me a thumbs up when you're done. I can see so many smiling faces. This is how gratitude does. This is what gratitude does for us. Okay, you're ready to go into the breakout room. So you have 7 minutes. I would love it if you could share I am remarkable because with the people in your breakout room. But if that's too much, just share whatever is alive in you and just your thoughts around gratitude. Whatever is alive in you, you want to share about gratitude and gratefulness. Back, everyone. Love to hear from you in the chat. What needs were met? What needs were met in the breakout room? So needs are things like connection, warmth, care, empathy. So these are needs. In my understanding of needs, it's something abstract. Friendship, companionship, things like that. What was met in the breakout room? Connection. Yes.
You want us to write it in the chat or raise our hands, or how do you want us to do it?
You can do it anyway. You can write it in the chat. You can unmute and just, I have time to hear one or two voices about how it was in the breakout room for you.
Well, I just wanted to say I didn't realize I had the need that I found, which was the feeling of connection. I had written down that my feeling coming into this was kind of numb, and that went away. So, I mean, obviously the need for connection was there.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Deb. I'm so glad you're feeling warm now.
I felt squishy connection.
Pretty connected.
I would add solidarity. Solidarity.
Solidarity, yeah. Shared reality.
Remembering the beauty of the earth and the plants and the animals and the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we are done with the gratitude part. We are now moving into, well, the second stage of the spiral, which is called honoring our grief, honoring our pain. And obviously, when we think about the earth, there is pain, especially looking at things that are there today. In my experience, I just have to walk out in the street and I can see 10 things that cause me pain. I live in a huge city in India. It's called Bangalore. It's where all your software comes from. It's the biggest software outsourcing center. And it's also, so when I grew up in Bangalore, it was this small, tiny place, and it was full of gardens. It was so beautiful. We had trees that would literally go huge trees that would meet on the above the street like that, and the street would be so dark because the trees were blocking the light. And now it's hard to even find a tree. That's how much it has transformed in like 20, 25 years. Very scary. There's always construction going on. There's so much of honking that it can drive any sane person insane. So it's very sad when I look at the state of Bangalore, and I feel a lot of pain especially when I remember what it used to be. The thing that causes me more pain is the fact that people are so, when you see them driving on the road, all of them are in this frenzy. I don't know what kind of frenzy they want to get somewhere, but I don't know where that place is that they want to get. And they don't even stop. Like, even if there's an older person crossing the road, they won't stop. They'll turn and they'll try to, they'll speed up because they don't want you to come in their way. This kind of attitude is very saddening for me. And to think that we've lost that compassion and care for each other. I don't remember Bangalore being that kind of place. And the roads are so dangerous that kids cannot play on the street, obviously. You can't cross the street. Like that, if you were to cross the street in Bangalore, I would pray for you, really, because it's so dangerous. It's funny also, but it's very sad, causing me a lot of pain. So what Joanna Macy says is, the problem that is happening with all of these, this is just something I'm sharing about Bangalore. The world has much bigger issues with climate, with the Amazon rainforest and what have you. You can list so many, right? What do we do when we feel overwhelmed? To protect our nervous system, we look away, right? We look away. Oh, something is happening. I'm feeling too overwhelmed. I don't know what to do about it, so I look away. So what Joanna Macy says is, instead of looking away, she's encouraging us to look towards, because in that pain is the transformation that we are seeking. In order to protect our system, when we look away, when we distract ourselves, for example, when it becomes too overwhelming for me, I love to go and eat pani puri, which is junk food. It's junk food you get in India. It's like, it's not as unhealthy as McDonald's, but it's but it's still junk food we consider. I don't know how many of you know what pani puri is. These are like, it's balls filled with a kind of a water with chutney. It's so yummy. So when I'm feeling very sad, instead of feeling into my pain, I stuff my face with pani puri, then I go eat jalebis, which are delicious. It's nothing but fried flour and sugar with some orange color added in, so it's also not very healthy. So, but because it gives me that short-term relief from my pain, I used to do that a lot. But I realized that that's not working, because afterward, it makes the situation worse. So what is the advice Joanna Macy gives? Just to look into it, to feel our pain, to stay with it. And I know it's very hard, because it's very hard even for me, even though I'm doing it for so many years. And bye, Francisco. And how many of you meditate? How many of you who in this room meditate? Can you put your hands up? So you know from this experience, when you're meditating and you're going through something painful and you just have to sit there and to feel it, right? So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to take you through a short contemplation. Okay? And this is based on focusing, which is Eugene Gendlin's work. We're going to go into our body, and we're going to understand what our body is saying about the pain that we're facing for the world. Before we go into the meditation, I'm going to give you a minute or two to think about something that causes you a lot of pain when you think about the world. What is causing you pain when you think about the state of the world? Yes, Leanne. You had a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, we probably should pick something that's not too painful. Is that right?
Yes, thanks for pointing that out. It depends on your capacity. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I will leave the judgment up to you. Assess your capacity. Try to pick something that's a 4 or a 5, because we are processing it in a short time in this workshop. And I don't want you to get so overwhelmed that we won't be able to hold you if it's something too drastic. So thank you, Leanne, for pointing that out. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 4 or a 5 in intensity. And give me a thumbs up when you have the thing that is causing you pain. Yes. Malina, do you have a question or you're giving a thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Okay. Okay. So it seems like most of us have the situation. So now we're going to go into our body. Okay? We're going to go into our body. So I invite you to take a position that's comfortable for you, in which you can sit for some time with your back straight. And if due to health reasons you cannot keep your back straight, I leave that up to you. So this is not a requirement. I leave that up to you about how you want to be comfortable. You can even do this lying down if that's what works for you. So we'll start by taking a few deep breaths, bringing in life energy into our body, oxygenating our body, breathing in through the nose, deep inhale, exhaling through the mouth. We'll do a couple more. And just bringing the awareness to the breath. Just noticing the breath. Notice the inhale and the exhale. And if there are any thoughts that come in between you and the breath, you can just put those thoughts in an imaginary self behind you. And let your mind know you'll come back to them. For now, we just want to be with the breath. Noticing how the breath is bringing life force to our head, our heart, our legs, our feet. It's because of these breaths that we are alive. Then when you're ready, the invitation is to drop into your body. Drop into your body and think about the issue that you had contemplated before the meditation. Try and visualize this issue as vividly as you can. What smells? What do you see? What do you feel? What can you touch? And then notice what's happening in your body. What sensation can you sense? Is there a contraction, a tingling, a throbbing, maybe a burning? You can decide the distance with which you want to keep with that sensation. The goal is to become friends with it, because it is a messenger. It's nothing but a messenger. It's our friend. But until you can gain that trust that it's your friend, you can decide the distance. If it's too painful, you can keep a little bit away from it. But the invitation is to invite some courage in. It is your natural quality. Invite some courage in and go closer and stay with it. Stay with it as long as you can. The pain, the grief, the sorrow, the overwhelm. And try and describe it as clearly as you can. What is it like? What is it sad about? What is it angry about? What does it need from you? Then name the need. Now, and now the invitation is to say goodbye to that messenger that is telling us about our need, and to gently come back to the scene when you're ready. Then open your eyes, and you can rub your arm, thank your body, you can hug yourself, thank your body for sharing its wisdom with you. You can hug yourself, or you can keep one arm on your face and one arm on your heart and just thank your body. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. And then when you're ready, just coming back to the scene gently. And now I invite you to a grief circle. We're all going to share whatever's alive in us about the pain that we feel about the world. And in the interest of time, and in the interest of ensuring all voices are heard, I invite you to share 1 or 2 sentences of what's paining you. And all of us will unmute, and let's say Deb shares something. We will say, we hear you, Deb, after Deb has finished sharing. So just to give you an example, I will share about myself. The thing that pains me the most in this world is the lack of compassionate leadership. And now all of you can unmute and say, we hear you, Priyanka.
We hear you.
We hear you.
We hear you, Brianna.
And then we move to the next person. So I will tag Deb. And Deb, when you're done, you can tag somebody else, and we go on until we ensure everyone has been heard. Okay, go ahead, Deb.
And I'm sharing what it is that pains me.
Yeah, I said Deb. For Job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you like to?
You go, Jeff.
Yes.
I'm sorry. There we go. Go ahead, Deb.
I think you captured it better. I could not put it in words, but it was right there. This sense of being prevented from trying to make the world a more beautiful place and keeping the world a beautiful place. It feels like there's so much opposition to that right now. And I think you captured it with the lack of compassionate leadership. So
the invitation is to keep it to 1 or 2 sentences in the interest of time. But thank you, Deb. Can we all say, Deb?
I hear you, Deb.
I hear you, Deb.
I hear you, Deb.
I hear you, Deb. Yeah.
Deb, would you like to tag someone?
Jeff.
It pains me the persistence of racism in the world.
We hear you, Jeff.
Thank you, Judith.
What pains me most is the cruelty to animals, people, and all beings in the world.
We hear you,
Judith.
Judith.
Would you like to tag someone, Judith?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'd like to tag Andrea.
What pains me is the lack of compassion, and also the question in my mind about, are we losing it or did we ever have it?
I hear you.
Yes, I hear you.
Would you like to tag someone, Andrea?
David? You're mute. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very personal. Couple of weeks ago, I I injured myself, so I haven't been able to pick up a flute and play. I had to cancel sessions with children in their hospitals, and I've haven't been able to play. Haven't been able to pick up the
Hear you,
flutes.
David.
We hear you, David.
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 Could you tag someone, David?
Alice?
I'm feeling pain around the way humans treat each other.
I hear you.
I hear you, Alice.
Carolyn?
I'm feeling all the pains you have just mentioned, and I'm also feeling acutely the pain of the loss of habitat, change, climate, uncertainty with that. Yeah, I'm very sad about that.
I hear Carolyn.
Thank you. And okay, forgive me for having to squint into my iPad. Nadia.
I'm feeling pain for the Palestinian children. I come from this part of the world, and it's very sensitive for me.
I hear you, Nadia.
I hear you, Nadia.
I was gone for a minute, so I don't know who talked and who didn't.
Leanne had her hand up.
Have you? Leanne?
Sure, I'm happy to go next. Thank you. I'm feeling very sad and fearful around how we all, in our minute ways of behaving, are impacting and contributing to the power over systems of oppression. And I would really love a deeper awareness of that.
I hear you, Leanne.
Leanne.
Leanne, would you like to tag someone?
Would anyone else like to go next? Jean, I see your hand.
I'm feeling pain for the immigrant families that are being torn apart.
I
And
hear you.
yeah.
I hear you, Jane.
I hear you, Jane.
I hear you, Jane.
And I will tap Zoe.
I am feeling pain around the gutting of resources for my Black and brown neighbors in a specific part of my neighborhood.
I hear you.
I hear you.
So
Hear you, Zoe.
And I'm going to pass to Marina.
Hi, I work at USAID, the U.S. Agency for International Development, and I am sad about our government's cuts in foreign assistance, especially humanitarian assistance and labor programming that I used to manage.
I hear you.
Marina.
And I would like to tag D.
I am really distressed about the selfishness and greed that my government is perpetuating and spreading everywhere. Very painful.
Hear you, Dee.
I hear you, Dee.
Schumann?
Yeah, I feel heartbroken when I see violence towards young people who are just protesting and trying to express themselves in the streets in Turkey.
I hear you.
I hear you, Asman.
Hear you.
Jacqueline, have you already spoken?
I'm feeling pain for all the beautiful immigrant families that are so under siege right now for no good reason, just for cruelty's sake.
I hear you, Jacqueline.
I think Lynn hasn't gone yet. Lynn, would you like to share your pain for the world?
Yes. I was thinking about one sentence. People don't care enough to listen and evaluate what other people are saying and figure it out, because we have known the cause all along. But that's another subject. So it's a part of losing faith in humanity, basically.
I hear you, Lynn.
Hear you, Lynn. So I have a very poor memory. So I hope we didn't leave anybody out. Is there anybody? I hope everyone has said, right? Okay. Yeah. Just put in the chat. What are you feeling right now? Just one word in the chat. What are you feeling right now? Empowered. Good. Hope. Good. Crying. Yeah. Grounded. Sad. Yeah. Thank you for your courage and thank you for acknowledging these difficult feelings. Now we're going to go into breakout room and we're going to do a practice. What is this practice? This is the next step in the spiral, which is seeing with new eyes. The exercise is like this. I want you to contemplate that you are talking in the first, you will do 2 rounds in the breakout room with your breakout buddy. In the first round, all of you will share. You will share with your ancestors. What are you going to do with the skills and talent and energy that you have on this earth? What are you going to do for the benefit of the world? You're going to share this with your ancestors. Okay? And your ancestors are going to give you advice on what you can do to move forward with that action. So I'll give you my example. I'll give you an example on how to do this. So in this exercise, I'll do it on my own. Okay. So in this exercise, I wanted to see what skills and talents can I bring to the world that I have, that I can offer to the world to change the problems that I see in the world. So for me, the biggest one was empathy and compassion. And my skills and talents were as a facilitator, as a teacher. I tend to speak very well, even though I'm not very intelligent. So people think I'm more intelligent than I actually am. And that's a gift that I got it's a grace I think I got from the universe. So I use my gift of the gab to help to spread empathy and compassion. And when I told my ancestors this, they applauded, like I just contemplated, and they said, our blessings are with you. And I know it's hard, and I know the world is the way it is, but even we did a lot of things that were difficult in the world, and you can too. You have the same power that is running in our veins. You have that. And our blessings are with you. And I felt you. Yeah. And it was just imagining the ancestors, calling the ancestors in my imagination, but it was so beautiful. So I invite you to do the same thing. I will take you to a short meditation, and then we will go into the breakout room and we will share with our breakout buddies what our ancestors told us. Okay? So get ready. Take a position in which you can sit comfortably. And imagine that you are in this beautiful place that brings you peace and calm, and there is nobody around. Okay, there's nobody around. It's just you. You could be by a beach or in a forest or by the side of a river, whatever is your beautiful place of calm. There's a huge, vast expanse, and all you can see is nature all around you. And as you are sitting there or standing, you notice that the whole space around you becomes filled with your ancestors. And by ancestors, I mean human and non-human ancestors. And now you are sharing with them the work that you want to do in this world with the talent and skills that you have that have been given to you by the universe. What is the advice that your ancestors are giving you? What is it that they would like to share with you about their experiences? Now you can bow to them in gratitude, thank them for their contribution, and gently come back to the screen. And we will go into breakout room. So, Josh, you can make the breakout room for 5 minutes, so it's 7 minutes in total with the wait time, right?
5 minutes?
Fine. So, in the breakout room, please discuss with your breakout buddies what did the ancestors tell you about your work in the world. And we'll see you back in the main room in 5 minutes.
All the invitations have been sent.
Good.
Were you able to follow? Were you too busy with the technical stuff?
I
Would you
was
like
able
to
to
share with
follow.
me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What did your ancestors tell you? What was your issue? What would you like to contribute?
I can listen. I can listen. And my ancestors tell me to continue and perhaps find a way to formalize that. And just a minute ago, it just occurred to me through Zen Peacemakers, perhaps offer a way to have people schedule for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something. And they can just come and talk about whatever they want. And I'll listen. I'll listen to them.
Yeah.
And tell them that I hear them. I hear you.
Wow, that's so important.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but I'm going to think about it. You know, and it's interesting, just reflecting on myself. a Zen teacher 50 years ago told me something about, the things that you're most afraid of or the things that you're not very good at. If you focus on them, they will become your strengths. And I can listen, but naturally I don't do it very well because I'm very busy. And I'm thinking about, I'm very selfish too. So I'm thinking about my idea or what I want to say. So it takes a conscious choice to kind of override that and to be still and just listen. So a weakness maybe has turned into a strength.
Yeah, this is what Lynn was also sharing, that people don't even bother to listen. And it was so painful for her.
Yeah. In Peacemakers, we do counsel practice. And it's usually no more than maybe 10 or 12 people in a circle. We do it on Zoom too. And one person speaks at a time. And not from up here, but from down here. And we listen down here. And we don't plan what we're going to say. And so the best way we do it is if the facilitator calls on people, so people don't know that they're going to be next. If you go around the circle, then you start planning. But if you don't know, then you're surprised. And that's the best way. Then you can just let go and step forward. And all the rest of us, our job is to listen, only listen. Okay.
Have you heard of empathy circle? Oh,
I'm sorry? Go ahead.
Have you heard of empathy circle?
I have not by that name, but I would. It sounds like it might be familiar. Yeah.
So they were developed by Edwin Rush based on the work of Carl Rogers, which involves silent empathy, but also reflective empathy. So we sit in a circle and then, it's up. Okay. The breakout room is up.
Yep.
Okay, they have 2 more minutes. Yeah, and then we sit in a circle and then you pick a listener and this listener reflects back to you exactly what you said, but in a summarized way. That makes the person feel even more heard because there are so many times when we listen, but we haven't really heard the word of our own misunderstanding. Really powerful. I do that.
Wonderful.
I do that.
I like that. Yeah.
But we can do it only 5 at a time. Can't do it with 10 or 20. Then we need to make 2 circles. Welcome back, everyone. Deb, Andrea, and Judith, you're back again earlier. How was the breakout room?
Wonderful as usual. We're muted, June. It was inspiring. I've never seen that exercise, and it was powerful, I think, to picture what your ancestors would tell you. I think that's a very interesting thing to consider.
So what did your ancestors tell you?
Mine said to be persistent.
Mine said be courageous. Mine said to go ahead and do what you think you need to do, but remember that you're only part of the community and don't try to control the outcome.
Yes, don't do it all alone. Very wise advice.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. So I would love it if you could put just one sentence in the chat about what your ancestors told you so that everyone can read it and feel inspired. And I also have time to hear from one or two voices about what your ancestors told you. Just so that we all can get inspiration from your ancestors as well. Someone like to share?
Sure.
Yes, go ahead, Charlotte.
It was interesting that you asked about the ancestors, because my work has to do with wanting to have trees, and especially trees in places where they're really needed. I'm in the Los Angeles area, and a lot of people need shade that don't have it. And my ancestors were, a lot of them, farmers who had to clear trees to plant crops. But looking back farther, they came from like Norway, where they had probably very much enjoyed trees. And then the more recent ones that had been those farmers, and then moved to cities that had lots of big trees, they all really appreciated that in gardens. And it was a whole conversation with them, and they were happy to be bringing trees to the world where they're needed.
Yes, I love trees. We need more trees. Carolyn, thank you for your work. Keep going. And you can take the advice of so many other ancestors, which I'm just going to read. Don't get attached to the outcome. Be courageous. Be persistent. Active listening. Your generation could have fixed the problem, but you did not care enough. Oh, Lynn, your ancestors are berating you. Yes, but maybe we need that. Maybe we need that. Remember that you are part of something that is limitless and timeless. Yes. Yes. So we have 15 minutes left in the workshop, and I would like to hear everyone's voice in just one or two sentences in the interest of time and the interest of making sure everybody is heard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze the Job, is there a way you can freeze the order so everyone can see the same order, so that we don't have to do this passing on, but everybody just goes from whatever they see on the screen? There's a way to freeze the host order. Like what you see is what we will all see. Is there a way to do that?
You mean to spotlight the speaker?
No. Okay, that's too complicated. Okay. So maybe I will call on you and then you can share your action. So the next step of the work that Reconnect Spiral is going forth. Going forth means we take concrete action in the world with active hope. So this is the most beautiful phrase I've heard in my life, active hope. Active hope means, I'm sure many of you have heard this. This is a phrase by Joanna Macy. Active hope means we have this attitude that what we are doing, we do it with our full conviction, we do it with our full energy, we do it with full commitment from our side, and not worrying about the outcome. Like somebody's ancestors also said, not worrying about the outcome, because the outcome is not in our hands. But if you know about systems thinking, you will know that you are part of this beautiful web of life. And regardless of what people have told you, you are an integral and extremely important part of this web of life. Everything that you do creates ripples on others, which carries forward and becomes this huge momentum. You think about all these movements that happen in the world, the Me Too movement. It started with one woman standing up and saying Me Too, and then so many women joined and it became this powerful force. We can never know the power of our action. We can never know. And the point is to get started. So, what is that one small or big or medium-sized thing? Maybe it's like nothing. Maybe you will wave to your neighbor in the tomorrow morning. Doesn't matter the magnitude. What matters is that you start sending out the ripple, right? With active hope. What is that one small thing or big thing that you want to do going forth after this workshop for the issue that you raised or for any other issue? And in the interest of time, just 1 or 2 minutes, and I will call on you based on the order that I see you on my screen. So, Job, I'll start with you. I'm hoping that you have something already. What is the one small thing that you want to do going forth?
I mentioned listening, so I'm gonna try to set up a program where I can offer listening to the Zen Peacemaker community on an appointment basis.
Judith.
I'm going to send love out every morning through my meditation and connect with all beings and ask that all beings be free of suffering.
Fred.
Did you say me?
Yes.
Do something each day that's positive and makes at least one other person have more hope or connection.
Andrea.
To be present and listen to my grandchildren as I'm still here in their home.
Jean.
I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Who did you call on?
I said Jean. I'm sorry. I'm not pronouncing your names right.
No, I think so.
Jean.
Yeah, okay. So I'm leading a grief ritual retreat in May, and I'm committed to do more of that so that people have a place and community to witness each other in grief.
Thank you, Jean. No.
This past week, I learned from our older person in my neighborhood, our city council member, that there are a lot of resources that our unhoused and low-income neighbors are not having access to. And my movement forward is to really get into the neighborhood and ask folks what they need so I can connect them to existing resources.
Thank you, though. Nadia.
I'm going to start writing letters to prisoners and hopefully help with their solitude and disconnection.
Thank you, Nadia. Marina.
I'm going to find ways to build in active hope and some of the work that reconnects into the meditation sessions that I lead, including federal workers in the United States.
David.
Well, because of my injury, I haven't been able to play my flutes except for the Hawaiian nose flute because I don't need this injured hand, but it's a very challenging flute to play. So I'm committing to, there's a piece I'm working on, a composition that I wish to get out into the world. So I'm going to meet the challenge of this flute and find a way to work with it.
Thank you, David. Jacqueline.
I'm going to continue to use my art and writing to highlight beauty and kindness and to radiate more of that out into the world.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Carolyn.
I'm going to see how I can help an organization called Tree People that was ready to plant several, like dozens or hundreds of thousands of trees, but their federal funding, $14 million to get them planted, was just cut off because it's a diversity, inclusion, and equity program. So I don't know what it will entail, if it's help fundraising, if it will be talking with politicians. I don't know, but they've got the trees ready. They've got the neighborhoods identified. I want to help them get there.
Thank you, Carolyn. Lynn?
I'm in the middle of writing a paper about evolution that I will finish. We hope will be useful to some people.
Thank you, Lynn. Atuman?
Yeah, I think I'm going to reflect on what's been told and spoken, also what I have found. And other thing is that I'm going to share my experience here with my Turkish friends. So maybe we can also make similar circles to make more.
Yes. Thank you. Dee?
I'm going to continue with organizing rallies in my area that are highlighting each rally different groups. This one in May will be the effect of funding slashes on vets, Social Security, and healthcare. And we get local people to talk about their experience.
Thank you, Dee. Alan? Last but not the least.
I'm going to organize a cleanup in my neighborhood to clean up trash.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you so much. I bow to your courage. I bow to your resourcefulness. I bow to your talent. And every time you feel demotivated and dejected, think about your ancestors. Every time you're feeling pain, go into it rather than going eating pani puri like me. Don't be me. Go into it. Learn from the wisdom. It was such a beautiful experience for me to be here with all of you, listening to your wisdom and all the beautiful work that you are doing. May all your good intentions fructify. May you always be happy. May you be well. May all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas protect you in your work. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, everybody, for staying with us.